I want to introduce my first guest artist to come be on the spot, in the spot with Canman. We got Townman 961 in the building,
Yes,
man. What's
sir.
going on, man? What's going on,
Tom,
man?
man, what's good, bro? What's good, baby? You already
Listen, man,
know.
listen, man. I appreciate you for pulling up, man. Listen, we gonna jump into some of these questions. We're gonna jump into that album that you just released a couple weeks ago. Fire album. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
hell
Fire.
yeah, hell yeah.
Definitely fire,
Totally,
man.
totally.
And before we get into that, I just want to ask you some questions, man. And I think it's only right we start off with the first question, man. How did you get the name Townman? Like, how did you get that name, yo? How did you get that name? Swear to God.
So my man Mike, from my hood, my childhood friend,
Right.
he's from Cleveland. So we always used to hang in regular practice all the time and always play basketball, football, four corners, all that good stuff, right?
Right.
So he said, you know what, EJ, man, instead of me calling you EJ, and you from Buffalo, it's your hometown, E in town. So E-Town is why I got that name.
Okay, that's a
Shout
fact.
to Mike. What up, Mike? I see you, bro.
Hey, man.
Shout to Mike.
Hey, man, that's all love, man. Shout out to Mike, man, and shout out to Cleveland as well.
Shout out to Cleveland, too, you know?
Shout out to Cleveland, real shit, man.
Favorite Chetty song, that's on the tape,
Real shit. So, all right, man, we figured out how you got the name Town, man. Let me know about some of your background. You know what I'm saying? Tell me about your family. Do you have siblings, brothers, and sisters?
Yeah.
How was your upbringing? How was your childhood coming up?
Well, I got 3 little sisters, Tajane, Jada, Joy.
Okay.
I'm the only son and oldest son, so I kind of stand out like a real male figure in the family as like a person to look up to, uncle, dad, all that good stuff. So I just make sure I play my role of being a leader and showing that you can be a leader on all type of levels. No matter where you come from or your background or where you live at, you just gotta stand strong and just take care of the work. Put the work in and the blessings come later.
Hey, man, that's a fact.
You know what I mean?
That's shit, being the only boy, you know
real.
what I'm saying? And have all them sisters,
Know what I
3
mean?
sisters, like,
3 sisters.
that's not easy. Yo.
They turned 13 like 2 weeks ago. Damn. BDB, what's up, BDB? Davita? What's up, my baby Davita?
Hey, man, shout out everybody, man. Shout out the whole family, man. Real shit.
Samaje, you, everybody.
Real shit, man. So, how was it growing up, though? Growing up being
Oh,
a
man,
boy,
growing up in the very projects. Growing up, it was rough, but it's very fascinating at times because, coming from the East Bay projects, it's a low poverty line of, not much to really do but sit around and just watch everybody, hustle or like play basketball in regular practice behind Box Street right there, or like we play four corners, dodgeball. We used to have like an after school program at the office for kids to eat lunch and stuff like that. So everybody it's more of a community thing. We all get along with everybody. Everybody just do fun activities at times. We used to always go to I remember every time when I was a kid, every August in the hood, they go to Darien Lake and they always had the buses come pick us up, the buses and everything. So it's all about showing love, man. You start off showing love in your hood, in your community, everything goes well.
Nah, man, that's a fact, man. We definitely gonna get into the Fury
Unity,
projects
man.
later
Unity.
when we get into this album, man, because that's a fact, man.
Hell yeah.
Nah, real shit. So let me ask you a question. When did you start making music? Like, when did you know, like, hey, man, I could actually do this. I could rap. You know?
Right. Well, back in high school, I was rapping with this group called Image Urban Arts. It was started with Mrs. Crittenden and Mr. Crittenden. Shout out to the Crits.
Shout out.
You know. And Mr. Grassi, MC Zill, that was his rap name. Mr. Grassi, shout out to Mr. Grassi. We always used to perform after school and to come up with our own name. And the group was called Image. It stands for Individuals Motivated Against Gang Environment. It was more of a positive word lecture to like show Buffalo that you could rap about positive stuff, you could be yourself, you could come from the poverty and still talk positive. It don't have to be like just because you come from the streets that you gotta look street or talk street. You could be trying to get somebody else some point of view so when they get older they can remember when they was a young kid, watch their image come out, stay positive, stay loyal, stay true to yourself and be refined to be better as a leader, then you could show others how to be leaders, you know?
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact.
Each one teach one. That's what I would say.
Hey man, that's fire. So in that program, that's when you knew like, hey, nah, like I'm nice. Like I got something. I can
Hell
really
yeah.
do this shit. Like,
Yeah. When we had to the show, we did a couple of showcases. Excuse me.
no, you fine.
That's some
Gas.
Thank you.
That's the gas.
whoa.
I mean,
So we used to do open mic shows like around Buffalo. We did some shows at the Juneteenth Festival the one year. We did the one show at the Allentown Festival. A couple of grammar schools we had attended to like pass the word with. It was more of a non-profited thing at the time, so it was like really like a on the books type thing. But we used to just push the unity, show the kids that, you know, you could be a rapper, you could be a singer, you could be a poetry person, you could write anything. Anything like art itself is all art. You don't have to be hip hop or music.
no, that's a fact.
You know what I mean?
That's fire, bro. No, that's fire. Dude. Shout out to Bennett High School for even having that program.
For
You know
real.
what I'm saying? They cut a lot of programs, especially growing up in Buffalo, New York. There used to be tons
For
of
real.
programs we used to have. Then you start
Right.
seeing the major cuts. I'm surprised the niggas ain't cut gym. I'm surprised the niggas ain't cut gym.
The whole class, give it in the gym. Come on, y'all.
You feel me? That's a fact, man. So moving
Yeah,
on
bro.
from learning when you knew how to rap, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
What was your inspiration to rap though?
My inspiration to rap, I would honestly say was just going through a lot of stuff at home, you know. Going through probably not us having a job, not us having what I wanted, you know. Everybody come to school with the do his J's on, I'm wearing my cousin's shoes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Rough times, you know what I'm
Real
saying?
shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
I got to go to my cousin's room and get his t-shirt while he sleeps. Just go rock his shoes with it. You know what I mean? It was hard at times.
Nah, for real.
9 to
bro.
5
Like
and
that.
job was cool for me. I used to work at fast food, like McDonald's and stuff like that, but you know, they really didn't last, you know?
Mhm.
Hustling, doing everything on the side, trying to be a young man, I would say, you know, an outlaw.
Shout out to
You
you,
know what I mean?
man. Shout out to you, man. So let me ask you, what were some of the artists musically that kind of molded your sound? Like, who did you pull from as far as like your music style and putting that shit together? What's some of the artists you pulled from?
Well, growing up, I always used to listen to Nas, my stepfather that had passed away recently, rest in peace, Joey.
Rest in peace.
He used to always play Nas all the time with my mom, so Nas was kind of like one of my rappers I had grew up to. Jay-Z, Big L. I like Tribe Called Quest. I like everybody, man.
Hey.
To Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg.
No, I'm not gonna lie, you fucked me up. Nas, Big
You know what I'm
L,
saying?
Tribe Called
You
Quest.
know what I'm saying?
Like these,
Wu-Tang,
these are some.
Brand Nubian. That's a Brand
Hey,
Nubian.
Brand Nubian,
You know what I
throw it
mean?
back. That's gonna go over a lot of people.
You know what I'm
head.
saying?
They know Lord Jamar, but they don't know Brand Nubian.
You
know
feel
what
me?
I'm
You
saying?
feel me?
Hey,
Grand
that's-
Poobah, you know what I'm saying? All that, you know what I'm saying?
Hey man,
Hell
that's
yeah,
hey,
hell
man, that's
yeah.
fire, man. That's fire. Not
Yeah.
that I
And
can
them
hear that
drums.
in your music though. I can hear that in your music because the
Yeah.
lyrics is in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The lyrics is definitely in there with your music. You know
Thank
what I'm
you.
saying?
Thank
So
you.
let me ask
Appreciate
you a
that.
question because you definitely honed your skills. You definitely molded your style, and you can hear all of this in the FGS for Life album.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
we're gonna get to that. It's out now. Make sure you go check it out on all streaming platforms.
Go
It's
cop
out
that album,
now.
y'all. Go cop.
So let me ask
You
you,
heard?
where do you feel like you rank as far as your peers
Mmm.
in the city, in the town?
Right,
The
right,
town,
right,
man,
right.
Where do you feel like you rank?
I feel like I'm more versatile on certain genres. I wouldn't like put me as like a gangster rapper or a
Okay.
street rapper or a
Okay.
conscious rapper. I could have certain elements when I could go street, I could go conscious, I could go spiritual, you know.
Yeah.
So I would say I'm top 10, you know. I'm out here, you know.
Oh,
I'm
that's
out here,
that
I'm out here,
shit.
you know.
That's
You know what
that shit
I
I
thought-
like to hear right
You know what
there.
I'm saying? Top
We
10.
top 10 and we not 10. Talk
You know what
your
I'm saying? Top 10.
shit.
I don't know what number though, but I would say top 10. I would say top 10.
Hey man,
You know?
listen. Hey man, I just love the fact that you got that confidence. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
To
yeah.
pop your shit. That's gonna take you. You know what I mean? Just that confidence. That's gonna push you through a lot of situations, get you through a
Yeah.
lot of doors and in a lot of rooms that you need to be in.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that confidence is always key. Let me ask you another question.
Respond.
Who are some local artists that you would like to collab with in the town?
Man, it's crazy because I just had this show a couple weeks ago. I had this show at the Buffalo Kitchen Club. I ran into Rick Hyde.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, man? He was chopping it up. I supposed to have been got a beat off him like a while back, but you know how stuff be. I'm trying to set up, take care of bills and stuff like that. Shout out to Rick Hyde though.
No, definitely shout out to Rick Hyde. Shout out to the whole movement.
Rick Hyde, Drake Cash. Shout out to Don Scuds. He's nice too. I like Shay Nor. I like Love the Genius.
Fire.
Man, I can nigga for all day.
Definitely
shout out to JV, Avery, JV. Shout out JV got bars.
Shout out JV.
My boy JV up next. Like back in high school, JV was down with Image. Like JV is very underrated. Shout out to JV and forever Leak too, man.
That's a fact. Rest in peace, Leak.
Peace to young guy.
JV definitely nice, and shout out to JVM the label as well. You know
Long
what I'm saying?
Leak, for real.
The boys doing a lot of things over there. You mentioned names like Drake Cash, you mentioned names like Jay Nord. You know what I'm saying? These is all people definitely, and it's fire. Definitely been fired for a long time.
Hell yeah.
Been fired for a long time, been putting that
shout
shit
Shout out to my homies too as well from the Rich Slave, you know, a slave named Doc. Shout out to Chud Ali, shout out to D Magic, shout out to Sim Jordan. Sim Sugars, all them boys, man. Rich Slave, them boys is nice too. You know what I'm saying? Man, they kind of like I feel like Rich Slave is like a TDE of Buffalo.
That's fire.
They have like their own element sounds, but they all come together with a hot album.
Right.
Them boys just got fire about songs.
Hey man, that's fire. I definitely gotta go tap in with them and cause some of them names you remember, Chill Ali, the production.
Chill Ali.
You know what I'm saying?
Chill is like a currency of Buffalo. He could step up his elements on each track that he got, but his taste is more like a hood story, like a scripture.
That's fire.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chill Ali.
That's fire.
And this is actually his hat right here too.
Shout out, man. Shout out to East Side.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all tap in, get right.
Tap in with the homies.
Listen, man, real shit, man. Moving on. What do you feel like being in Buffalo does for your style of music?
It ups me because when people, certain rappers may sound like they all talk about hustling and trapping, which is a good element, but with me, I'm more versatile, so I like to open more ideas to the table on tracks. So if I was to do a song with somebody that's like more popular or more noticed, I'm gonna try to make sure that I blend in with my own way. You know, I don't want to try to act like I'm better or I'm outrhyme them. No, I'm gonna take what they got, put their pieces to the table, put my little flavor in it with it, and boom, it's time, man.
Fire, man.
You never know with me. I can write songs in minutes. I can write albums in months, man. Anytime I want to.
Nah, listen, man.
All I do is write, rehearse all day, so man, it don't matter.
Listen, and it's in the music, you can definitely tell, man. And listen, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's jump right into this FGS for Life album, man. This is definitely an East Side project for sure. This is a East Ferry project for sure. You got heavy features on this album. You got artists like Jimmy Cheese, Mike Askew, Grand Lux, Lonnie V, Q Stacks, producers like Chill Ali. You got Ray Cash on there, DJ Clockwork, The Late Stoner. You know what I'm saying? Ray Cash. Like this album is studded, man. You know what I'm saying? And there's definitely some quality music, man. So tell me, how did this project come together, man? How did you put this together, man? And because this is like, it's an album, but it really give me more like a mixtape vibe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With all of the features, you know, all the production. You know what I'm saying? So how did you put this thing together, man?
Man, I just put it together by just being creative, man. I thought about my first album, Access One, which is already out already.
Y'all make sure y'all go to all streaming platforms and go tap in with that 961 album, Fire. So my first Access One album was like 9 tracks, and I kind of went like versatile with it. I had like a lot of elements of different type of genres of songs on there. So I figured FGS would be more of a creative lyric side of me, cause I didn't really have a lot of features on my first album, but my second album I want to make sure that I show a little bit more love towards my neighborhood.
That's like a brotherhood type of way of
You,
just
you definitely did.
doing like an alley hoop in the air, you know, trying to show everybody like, yo man, come on man, let's go make it happen. Even if I don't really get out with everybody to record with everybody, to sit down and write a song with everybody, we're gonna still make it happen. So if you're not around me, but if you're trying to still come around, I'm gonna sure you're still around still. I mean,
No, that's
I make it happen, bro.
That's love. A lot of niggas
Yeah,
not
man.
doing that. A lot of niggas is not doing that.
Hell yeah, man.
It's hard enough to pull yourself up, but
Sacrificing.
to
all that
extend the
shit.
rope and pull somebody else up with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people not doing that. That speak to your character, man. No Man Left Behind. That really speak to your character, man. And that's real shit, man. And before we even jump into the project, I just gotta ask you, because again, this is a East Side, East Ferry Crider
Let's
project.
start there. Let's start there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's start there.
What exactly do the Ferry Grider projects mean to you?
Man, a lot, man. My grandmother, let's start there. She died from the projects.
Rest in
You know what I'm
peace,
saying?
man.
She had went to a better place, you know. But just being more feeling like Jay-Z sometimes. Like how he came from Marcy, like Nas came from Queensbridge, you know. It's just all about how you go apart to represent and define your hood. You don't have to be a hoodlum to be a hood person. You could be a conscious person and be positive, and then show others how to be positive around you. So when the future changes up and people get older, and now the other generation behind you can see how to go the right way of promoting positivity. Because if you don't do nothing positive or doing something constructive with your time being, you're just kind of like in a way, you know. Not saying that you could be in a way, but if you're not trying to like build something new or create something to like destroy the oldness of your past, you have to.
You gotta break the cycle.
You gotta break the cycle. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole new clothing brand that I'm gonna start a couple of weeks. It's called Break the Cycle. I made the logo a couple of weeks ago. I posted it on my Facebook page and everything. So Break the Cycle is more of my mental right now. I feel like where life itself. I still have my Next One clothing brand as well too. So for those out there who know who I am with the clothing brand, it's still here still. It's still here.
Okay.
FGS shirts is still getting made as we're speaking right now for the album. I got some shirts getting made, some more crew necks and stuff like that.
And that's something we definitely gonna touch on later in the album.
Stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned.
Later in the interview, your brand this year, we definitely gonna tap into that. But I wanna jump into some of the tracks from that actual album. Again, this album fire, y'all. I'm listening to it every day. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm listening to it every day.
Love, man.
It's fire on there, man. But you got tracks like Fuck Tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Shout out fire track again, right?
Right.
And you got bars in there where you speak on your brother passing and you catching the stroke right after that. You know what I'm saying? Can you speak on that story? Can you tell the people that story of that situation? Man?
Yeah, man. Anxieties, PTSD, all that, man. It's like coming from the ferry side of town, man. You know, going through funerals and people losing people close to you, people who's like a father figure type in your life as a brother to like give you the guidance and give you the ropes and stuff. And you know, when you lose somebody close to you like that, it's kind of like, damn, man, fuck tomorrow. Like, you know what I mean? But I don't really mean fuck tomorrow. It's just how my way of feeling, how I felt at the time. You know what I'm saying? His kids is my nephew and nieces. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I see him, I show love to him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Mike and Twine, you know, them boys, we always get up, we always hang out, you know, it's not a brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? That's a real brother that I lost. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that was like really close to me. You know what I mean? So, you know, God just had better things for him, you know. Everything don't never seem to be as fair in this earth that we're living on, and being in the politics of this lifestyle we're living in this generation, you gotta learn how to just stay away from the negativity, and you know, sometimes being caught up in too deep in stuff gets you caught up in a lot of stuff. So I would say my brother was more of a big brother figure to me, but I learned also that when you go certain directions in life, a lot of stuff goes left. So, you know, rest in peace to my brother Chetty, you know what I mean? Forever Chetty.
Forever Chetty, rest in peace, man. Listen, man,
that's kind of like a real personal L right there, I felt, you know. That's kind of like a real hard pill to swallow. You know,
I hear you. I hear you, and that's, and you know what I mean. It's in the music.
Somebody who helps you. I mean, get your first pair of Nikes type shit. You know what I mean? You don't forget shit like that. You know what I mean? That's always gonna stick. You know what I mean? So I ain't have a father growing up. I had I had Chetty. You know what I mean?
It's a fact.
Feel me? My dad was around, but my man Chetty was like a big brother figure. You feel me? So shout to Chetty.
Man, shout out to Chetty and rest in peace. Real shit.
Peace,
man.
God, peace.
Real shit, man. Let's moving on to tracks like Hot Cheetos and Poland Springs. Shout out Jimmy Cheese. You know what I'm saying? Cheese is all through the album showing up, showing his ass.
Nah, for real.
On all of these.
He really is, though.
He's showing up on
He's
he's showing his ass
He's
on
showing
all
his
of these
ass.
verses, man. Shout out to Jimmy Cheese. You know what I'm saying? And this fucked me up because this is also littered through the album. I gotta ask you, man, what exactly is a Shirley? You know what I'm saying? What is a Shirley? And what is the story behind a Shirley? It's all through the album.
Yeah,
I realized that, like, oh nah, this real life's terminology. Like, this is real life slang. Like, this is mixed all through the album. Like,
Shout to Cheese. Shout to Cheese.
Yeah, you gotta tell me the story, man. How did y'all come up with the terminology Shirley, and what does it mean?
So Shirley basically is another word for bitch. So you know how they don't like how rappers be like always trying to throw slang saying bitch this, bitch that, woo woo woo. So Cheese basically came with the idea. This is Cheese's idea. Cheese basically had like one of his little shorties that he used to talk to back in the days and all that, and he always called her Shirley. You know what I mean? So you know, that's just what we ran with. So ever since then, shit, Shirley, you know what I mean? But Cheese is the creator of that. Shout out Jimmy Cheese. I can't even take credit for that. I can't even say that I made that. Like
that's fire because I'm jacking up. I told my brother that shit. I'm like, yo, they on this shit calling bitches Shirley's. I'm like, yo.
Shirley isn't another word of whore. If you're out there being a whore and just doing dirty stuff, you're a Shirley.
You're a Shirley. Yo, that's absolutely fire.
I might just make some Shirley shirts. Never know.
Yo, listen,
Shirley hoodies coming soon. Never know, y'all. Never know.
Yo, that's absolutely fire. One more time, shout out to
Shirley.
Yo, that's absolutely fire, man. Real shit, man. Listen, moving on some more tracks through the album on songs like All Days On. You say you were 16 moving your first pack, man. Yeah. What was that like being so young, having to jump off the porch and make something happen?
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? And what would you tell someone in that position now, looking back on it?
I would just say, man, be more conscious, be more, be militant minded, don't be lazy, don't be scared, you know? Just put yourself in your own shoes, don't listen to nobody, don't be a yes man, don't be a no man. You know what I'm saying? You live on this earth to manifest, to grow, keep it pushing and keep it prosper, you know? Prosper and manifest, manifesto, you know what I'm saying? Not really having nobody that can help you grow up, like, you know what I mean? My father figure, my dad was around, you know what I'm saying? But you know, East Bay raised me as a father, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the projects.
Man, listen, man,
you know
shout out to the projects.
That's real shit though, you know what I mean? And I said all that with respect behind that, you know what I mean?
No, that's absolutely
respectfully.
Real. Respectfully, that's absolutely real, man. Real shit, man.
Growing up, I had all my homies, you know what I mean? At times when I didn't have, you know, no type of guidance or the type of help, or I may not have a job or nothing, I may have just been just following the wrong steps and outside and not have my mind cleared because my grandmother passed away like in '03. So I was like the year before I went to Bennett, and I had just got out of grammar school, so it's like
a lot going on. It's a tough time in your life.
A lot going on. Mama loved going to rehab and all that good stuff and everything, you know what I mean? Right now she's better, you know what I mean, doing better.
Yeah.
A lot of years cleaner, you know what I mean? Everybody's focused now.
Man, thankful for that
everybody's
too.
blessed, you know?
No, that's a fact, man. Listen, man, hard
times
don't last, man. Hard times don't last,
man.
They don't, man. Listen, moving on to some more songs from the album. On the song "Poppin'," right?
Yeah,
You
that's
say,
that shit. That's that
you
shit
say,
right there.
for the love of money, you seen everyone change, man.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Who switched up, and what's some of the lessons you learned from shit like that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From the money coming and you seeing, you know what I mean? People
Right.
change up on you. Let's speak to that.
Man, I mean, I feel like when you grow out of your old circle, or like how a turtle grow out of an old shell and goes to a new phase, certain people just get left behind. Like, I mean, you can't, like how Billy made his album called Everybody Can't Go. I felt that album. But the more of that story of that album, to me, I felt like he letting y'all know right there, like, yeah, we all maybe clicked up and good right now, but when certain stuff get to another element of his career, y'all ain't gonna be there. So that's how I felt with that situation, you know? You could lead somebody the horse to the water, you can with the horse through the water, you know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
You could give niggas all day an alley hoop in the air, and niggas pause and shoot a three instead. So do you want that alley hoop for real, or do you want to be saying that you got offered that alley hoop? You see what I'm saying? To me, I feel like an offer is an offer, but you got to take opportunity more serious with that too, though. A lot of ownership starts within yourself to become better. I can't be sitting here saying I'm the best or doing this and that if I'm not helping out people around me. You have to help your team to become a better person for yourself. You know what I mean? You can't be selfish and trying to hog the ball and it's a full quarter and two people open the whole time. Pass the ball. You know what I'm saying? Even if the person missed the shot, they still had opportunity to shoot it. You know what I'm saying? Give them an opportunity. Give them a shot. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I love that, man. That's fire.
Each
man.
one teach one.
Nah, for real. That's
For real.
fire, man. That's the mentality. Because we definitely in that,
Last days.
yeah, we in the last days.
21st century.
You know what I'm
I mean? They shutting down schools and robot AIs making burgers and all type of shit nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
They pushing the people out and
They're
bringing the
gonna have
AI
niggas,
in.
man, for
They pushing
real.
the people out bringing the AI
You're gonna
in.
see AI riding cars in a minute out here.
No, that's a
For
fact.
real,
They
though.
already doing it.
You know what I mean?
They already doing it.
What do AI really mean? You know what I mean? Shit. Let me know. Cut me a check.
Nah, man, you speaking to some real shit, man. Moving on to some other songs from the album. One of my personal favorites, "Time Has Changed." You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
Times have changed. You know
Should
what I'm
Ali
saying?
cook that beat?
That's a
Shout out to
fact,
Ali.
man. Listen, man.
We're slag.
You speak on being dedicated and dedicating your life to this music, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
letting go of the past. You saying shit like no more saving the freaks and shit, you know what I'm saying? Taking time with your grind and not getting finesse no more, you know what I'm saying? Can you speak on the growth or the lessons it took for you to realize you needed to make some changes?
Yeah, man, you know, just being hard-headed, man. Trying to be more biased to a lot of things and not being real myself, you know, not admitting where I mess up at, a lot of stuff that I go through, you know. It could be something simple like we get up late going to work. You know, I gotta be at work at 10, but I'm getting on my bed at 8:50. Like, you gotta be up at 7:50. You gotta beat the punch, you know what I'm saying? In order to be greater, one thing I like about the one speech person, Eric Thomas, he always saying you have to always develop yourself each day to be a better you. Beat the person you was before yesterday. So I try to make sure that now that before I go outside, I don't finesse myself. So if I know a crowd of people around me that's not motivated to try to do something positive to help themselves do better, I'm not hanging with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't really hang with y'all to get drunk or to get high. You know what I'm saying? I come my own. I'm good. You know what I mean? I have to be helpful and play my role of being gullible, of receiving and giving you stuff, but that's not really my thing. You know what I'm saying? You have to earn that from me too. I feel like taking my time is more of a mental thing for me, a mental phase, because you have to rethink and restart each day. Come with a new goal each day. Come with a new idea each day. Even if the goal doesn't get completed, still put that process in your head. So you won't just sit down and say, I'm bored, man, I got nothing to do. No, make something happen. Make something happen.
No, that's a fact.
Write out the notepad. Put out ideas for tomorrow. But write a new bar or write a new goal that you want to set for your own self.
No,
It could be personal for you, but it could be a real complete task I have been too. Like you don't have to have $1 million to be rich. You can be rich within yourself and your soul and be real and not sell out to other shit too.
That's
You know what I'm
priceless.
saying?
And that's real life
You know what I mean?
priceless. You know what I'm saying? That's,
Look in the mirror.
that's real
You
shit.
know what I mean? For real though.
That's
You know what I
real
mean?
shit, bro.
You know what I mean?
You definitely
You're
dropping
gonna lose.
jewels.
I feel like you're gonna lose a lot of people coming up around you. A lot of homies that you was close to may not be your homie no more because of how you. It's all about motion. You can't sit around all day with somebody else who's not trying to push themselves to be better. You know what I'm saying? I could help you and grab you, but I can't push you to do it though. You know
No,
what I'm
that's a
saying?
fact.
I can't be the pedal and give you the strings and you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I ain't doing all that,
that's,
man.
and then you
Nah,
gonna tire yourself
that's the foul
out.
way.
You
You
doing
feel
too
me?
much for niggas, you gonna
Know what I
tire
mean?
yourself, you gonna exhaust yourself out.
You know what I
Then when
mean?
it's time to pull yourself up, you
Word.
depleted. You
Word.
depleted, man. So that's real shit, man. Hey,
Word.
listen.
This wine good as
That's
hell,
real
by the
shit,
way.
man. Shout out to the Stella. Stella. Shout out to the Stella, man.
I'm feeling like Shay Shay and Cat right now. They got you sipping wine. Oh shit. I got a store for y'all motherfuckers.
Nah, that's real shit, man. Listen, man. In the same song, listen, it's a fire song. Again, it's probably one of my favorite songs on the album, and Times Have Changed, man. In the same song, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man.
You also say you hope that you don't have to die for people to say that. You know what I'm saying? You was a homie, man.
Yeah.
Can you speak on that a little bit, man?
Oh man, just just feeling how I felt at the time, man. Like you know what I mean, don't say you love me today because I gave you some money or I gave you some jewels or I gave you some advice or I do something for you. Love me because you love me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because people always use love as a sentence of fashion, of emotion, but not really be living by their words. Just because you love me don't mean that you want to snake me. You know what I mean? Just because you love me don't mean that you want to tell on me.
Talk that shit.
You know what I mean?
Yo, talk
Because you
that-
love me don't mean you want to go holler at my man behind my back. You know
talk
what I mean?
that shit,
Like, you know
yo.
what I mean?
Yeah, that's real
And then
shit.
throw shit on me because I had your girlfriend. Why you mad at me for? You know what I mean? What you mad at me for? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Nah,
Let's keep it real. Let's keep it
that's
real.
Really,
You know what I mean?
yo, that's
You know what I'm
really
saying?
fun. Just cause you love me don't mean you won't snake me. Just cause you love me don't
Man.
mean you won't tell yo. That's some of the really shit
done
I
been
heard
through
in
the
a
worst.
long time.
Bro, I've been the worst of the worst, the best of the best with all my homies, man. I don't touch nobody, man. I don't got a body at this point. I feel like I'm probably gonna be the person that's gonna be able to help everybody. I feel like at the end of the day, that's my goal. You know, I don't want to tend to be better than nobody. I don't want to tend to say that I stand out, I look better than y'all, or I got this more than you. You don't have this look. Like, you know what I mean? It's not about materialistic shit with me. I'm more realistic with shit more now. The older me probably would have been more caught than that, maybe, but when you go through a lot of real shit, when you go through a lot of real shit in life, a lot of shit is gonna bear with you. You're gonna erase it, wash your hands. You're gonna rinse it off. You know, all that past stuff is gonna rinse on the fucking drain. You know what I mean? Put the big boy pants on, go outside, and make a change. Be the change. When people tell me that, oh, I can't do this shit, man, cause nah, you're not trying to do that shit. Get that out your chest first, saying that you can't. I feel like as a black man, you shouldn't have I can't in your vocabulary. There shouldn't be nowhere near saying I can in your book. You should always say I can. You know what I'm saying?
So that's fire, bro.
They're always saying what you can't do. What about what you can do?
Nah, that's
If
fire.
you're breathing, you can do it. Just because you broke at the time or you're not in a high bracket to do something for the community don't mean you can't do it still. You can breathe from the hood still put on stuff.
Nah, that's,
You know what I mean?
bro, that's fire.
Look at Nipsey Hussle.
Rest in peace.
He did what he did, beyond what he did, but he believed in himself to do it still for his community. He could have probably had left the hood if he wanted to, you know what I mean? They said that I was better for somebody else's community. He kept a hood.
No, he definitely did, and then he,
Know what I mean?
in the
I honor that.
the print,
Know what I mean?
the imprint that he left behind is it go beyond him too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What he did for this community, what he did for his neighborhood, it's gonna live on for generations and
I got
generations
LA
and
homies.
generations to come.
I got LA homies in LA, man. My one friend, Nakina, she on my first album, 961, my song, Where I'm From. They from Riverside out there. Shout out to Money making Metro. That's her producer, my homie Metro. They they got a group called Timeless Music out there.
Okay, shout out to y'all, man.
They go to a brand it's called New Legends. I be rocking their hoodies all the time on my page.
Yup,
Shout out to New Legends.
definitely
Shout
shout
out
out.
to Timeless Music Records in LA, you know, Riverside, West Coast.
Doing y'all shit, man, from the East Coast to the West Coast, and it's all love in between.
She gonna be on my next album that I got coming out with Clockwork.
Fire.
Me and her working on something right now.
Yeah, cause you in the DJ Clockwork production is fire. Every
Yeah,
time
man.
y'all hook up, it's
Hell yeah.
undeniable. It's undeniable, man.
Nah, for real.
Listen, man, tell me about your brand, man, the FGS brand, man.
Mhm.
I see you got the t-shirt line, you know what I'm saying? What's some more things we can expect to see from the brand and the fashion line? And how did you start it? How did you start your brand?
I started my FGS brand just manifesting my ideas in my head and asked a couple of homies in the hub, how should I go upon this logo? When I made the FGS logo,
Fire,
you know what I'm saying?
fire,
You know what I'm saying?
fire,
Put that down right there, you know what I'm saying? I
fire.
came with that idea when I first saw this on my little app I use. I ain't gonna say it out loud because I want to put the juice on beans right now. You know what I'm saying? I came with the idea, but the hands to be black, you know, because we're all from the hood, we're black, right?
Right.
So the black hands defines my creativity for the bricks. That's why the white part right there is like bleeding off the letters.
Right.
Cause it's the define behind it. And then I made the infinity sign for everybody that we lost, you know what I'm saying, to the homies, you know what I'm saying? Very grateful, you know?
Very right.
It's very deeper than what it's saying, you feel
No,
me?
that's a fact. That's a
Amen.
fact. That's a fact. That's a fact, man. So, no, that's fire. Listen, a lot of people don't
Word.
a lot of people don't it's not even the vision, whether it's the vision or it's the execution. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. Go ahead. How about you?
Nah, for real.
I got you. You know what I mean? It's a lot because a lot of times we have these brand ideas and we have, you know what I'm saying, a lot of we black people so creative, period.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we had these ideas and we had these things we want to do.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? The feeling be so overwhelming.
Yeah.
And
Anyway.
you know what I'm saying?
Anyway. Anyway.
And so before we could we really just don't be having the outlets to actually bring this shit to life. You know what I'm saying? We don't be having them outlets like you said.
Right.
You had the idea in your head, you manifested it. Then you put the legwork in. You went, you start talking to people, you start seeing how you do it,
Right.
things like that. So I just want to commend you on that. You
Thank
know what
you,
I'm
man.
saying? Because
Thank you.
that's not an easy
Thank
thing,
you,
man.
man.
These
Thank
things you doing, putting together this fire album. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For having a clothing brand. You know what I'm saying? This is people will easily say this shit, but this is big shit. Niggas are just breeze past this shit like
Exactly.
it's not nothing, or they'll overlook it instead of commending you for your talents and the things that you're doing.
Right.
I want to commend you for that because that's real shit, bro.
Right.
And I'm definitely
Peace,
pulling up.
God,
I'm
peace.
definitely coming to get some of that merch on that next
Oh, I
merch
got
drop.
you. It's
You know
coming.
what I'm saying? I'm
It's
definitely
coming.
coming to get some of that merch,
I'm
man.
about to hell my partner Boo in a minute.
Nah, real shit, man.
Shout out to my homie Boo.
And
my homie Edward.
and you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, he got his own brand too. His brand is called Realize Everybody Ain't You. My man Edward, you know what I mean? Shout out to his brand too.
man, shout out Edward, man.
Buffalo
Real
Love,
shit.
man. He from the hood too though.
Nah, for real. Shout him out. So, moving on to another one of my favorite songs from the album. You know what I'm saying? This is a bop. It's giving me like a West Coast bop, a West Coast feel and shit. The song "Lavish."
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's like one of my favorite songs off the album.
That's a fact. man.
That song was like created like that song just got made this year actually.
That's a fire song, and you speak on how, you know what I'm saying, all the losses that you suffered inspired you to make that song. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, how does, you know, losing all of them people impact not just, you know what I'm saying, your music, but like, you know what I mean, like your daily life, you know what I'm saying? Because you shouted out a lot of people on that song, and that's when that's when it kind of clicked to me, like, you know what I'm saying? when sometimes you could be so deep into the song, you could be bouncing, you could be rhythm, you could be catching it,
Right,
lyrics
right,
could be,
right.
and then that lyric start hitting you up. You start naming these people you lost, and it's like a lengthy list of people. You
Yeah,
kind of like,
shit
you
hurts,
kind of
man.
realize like, nigga, this ain't really the dancey bouncy song.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
This shit, you know what I'm saying? And
No.
I feel like that just speaks to your genius and your level of creativity
Thank
to
you.
be able to take one genre where niggas is usually bouncing, chilling, it's a sunny day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And be able to
yeah.
put something that's, you know, a little darker toned,
Right.
or you know what I'm saying, have more of a pulling or a deeper feeling and deeper meaning to the actual song. It's just,
Facts.
I just want to commend you on your genius. But can you speak on that, to how that, you know, all of that loss impacts your music and your
Man.
daily life, man?
Funerals, being around people you lost close to you, man, just, I feel like it's more embracing by God, by showing you that, you know, when you lose all these people close to you, you gain an angel out of it, you know. But every day we still have to go through it still. The people who lost their closest members in their family, their kids had to still go through it still. My homie lost his son 1 year in the hood, you know what I mean? That was my nephew, you know what I'm saying? All type of stuff, like, shout out to my homie Quell, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, baby Quell, you feel me?
Rest in peace.
Like, everybody's still mourning and still trying to get over that, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff in the hood that's going on, that's like all in the open still, that people don't really talk about, that should be talked about, you know? Shouldn't nobody have to bury their kid, you know what I'm saying? Violence happening in the hood because of somebody hate somebody over somebody else's situation, or he got more emotion than him, or he hollering at his girl, or he robbed his cousin because so now he got beef with him. Like, you know what I mean? Who knows what the issues could really be with anything that's going on. All the homies that I lost, man, I feel like I kind of lost a part of me with them too, you know? My grandmother, she passing away, she was like my best friend in my family. That kind of hit me harder, you know? My man King, rest in peace, Lil King, he was the dinner with us, you know what I'm saying? You know, little bro. Every year when his birthday come around, I'd be kind of like, I don't really be uplifted, because it's like, that's a person who I was hang with every day. You know what I'm saying? He used to not have the big brother factor that I was to him. So when he died, I feel like I lost my little brother. You know what I'm saying? Somebody I really was close with. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get a game to, trying to make sure that he was still gonna be able to be what he was supposed to be. You feel me? So a lot of stuff happens early in our age. We don't know when our time is coming. You know. So I just feel, man, just keep it uplift and keep a prayer for everything. No matter what religion you is, it could be Muslim, it could be Christianity, it could be Buddhist, whatever. You know what I mean? Nobody's better than nobody in that fashion of religion. Just gotta just believe and trust that God's gonna help you though. You know, you are God.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, bro. Nah, man, listen, man.
Shout out to all the homies that I lost too.
Then rest in peace,
Rest in
man.
peace.
Rest in peace to everybody you lost, man.
Amen.
Listen, man, I want to thank you again for pulling up to the spot and letting me put you on the spot.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Yeah.
Listen, man, I appreciate you for, you know what I'm saying, giving me your time. Appreciate you for being my first artist to interview, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
That's real shit, man. Listen.
I'll probably come in here again once I do some more.
Listen,
Videos coming soon.
listen, whenever you
know
got the platform is always open to you. Whenever
Yeah,
you
man.
got something coming, whenever you want to do
Hell
something,
yeah,
man, just put
man.
my coattail.
Hell yeah.
It's certified and solidified, man. Y'all make sure y'all go buy, go stream, go. I don't give a fuck what you do. When you leave your house, turn your speakers and radio on. You know what I'm saying? And just let that shit play for the rest of the day. Make sure you go stream and play FG's for Life, the album.
FGS.
Townman 961. Stop playing. We in the building, man.